Hello, YouTube viewers. Welcome to my channel, Science to Technology. In today's show, Future Friday, we're gonna talk about how AI is making us dumber. First, they are taking our jobs. Second, they are making sure we are so dumb that we can't replicate it. So, what exactly is the problem? Well, here's the deal. AI is here now. Many people are, oh, it's just a chatbot. No, the father of AI had a very interesting interview, and he talked about something very simple: is that he replicated the neural network, which is the pattern of the brain. So our brain is just a fancy chatbot. The only difference right now between AI and our brain is that our brain has reinforcement much better than ChatGPT's, and very specific part, we are very energy efficient. So this puppy can work in 20 watts of power. This one. So that's the good part. But here's the flat out calling AI not AI is just wasting time. It is AI. It's not very good, but it's there. So you can have a discussion where it's like whether it's AGI or not does not matter. Train has left the station and it's here, it's real. And so its impact and impact is specifically on students is the most alarming one, because not only it's taking our jobs away, it's also basically removing the next generation ability to exist without it. That will be very clear. They are permanently building a crutch that can never be removed. So that's the whole point. Impact is here, it's spreading fast, and here's the problem with that: there is no cure. Like, nobody is even taking it serious. Now, some people are, but overall, like, fundamentally, we really need to have a good conversation about this. Otherwise, we're gonna shift delete ourselves. So that's there. And we are about to lose whole generation. Like, here's the deal. Think in this way: ChatGPT 3.5 was the big deal. It's not that long ago. And again, already almost all research university, be it MIT to be it other research, like, they are doing research paper, and all of them are concurring to the same thing. Basically, the effect of over reliance on AI dialogue system on students cognitive ability, a systematic review. Answer: not good. University students offload critical thinking and other hard work to AI. Answer: not good. So fundamentally, the problem is here, it's real, and if we do not fix it, it's how shall I put this? We are kaput. So first, I have to give some context, because again, I am older. Many of you, my channel viewer, are younger than me. You may not be, but again, many of them are. So just give you some context, as in like how different the world used to be. For example, basically, I've been here. Like, if you have seen my last birthday live stream, you know my age. I'm old, and I started watching this thing. Basically, when I was young, Mythbusters were like, whoa. And again, Mythbusters were amazing show. Heck, if I ever get a lot of money, I'll actually buy their whole Blu-ray season release just out of respect. And again, back in those days when I was in school, Mega Structures used to be a very amazing show. How It Is Made, Junkyard Warriors, a lot of amazing shows were there on the televisions, and like, our nerdy group used to talk about these things. It was awesome. And I do not even know, do we have anything comparable to these things now on television? So fundamentally, I've grown up with a different environment, basically nutritionally healthy environment when it comes to content that was available. And then what about YouTube? Now, I'm old in YouTube, as in, this is me. I used to have hair back then, and don't look into it. It's old, it's cringe. It's 13 years ago. Yes, that's how old. And I was like, I'm from YouTube when 10-minute limitation used to be there, and you had to YouTube had to like your video. Then they will say like, okay, now you have been unlocked. You can have 15-minute video uploads. So again, YouTube did not went from like 10 to upload whatever you want. It's like 10 to, first they have to verify. After that, they are like, okay, now you can increase it. I was there. Like, I have gone through all the metas of YouTube. So before, it was like, the make it longer, make it longer. Then it was like, it's all about what we call retention. Then it was all about putting corn in your thumbnails. It was all of that, been there, done that. So fundamentally, I've seen things. Let's just put it this way: like, this whole new change of short meta is the worst one, but been there. And what are my weaknesses? My primary weakness is my spelling and grammars are lol. So, and again, it's in 90s. I'm born in 90s, so it's on me. But I could never ever learn English or the spellings, and again, it same goes with Hindi also. So that part is my genuine weakness. Although, that being said, I am really good, and I mean good, when it comes to searching. And this has been a skill that I have developed over the years. I got computer when I cleared class 10. After that, my father had a bet with me. It's like, if I could clear the exam, I'll get the percentage multiplied by 1,000, that many rupees, and I'll get my computer. So I did get the computer. Nobody thought I'll actually pass, but I did. So tada, I got a computer and I got internet. And that day it was like super amazing internet of 2 megabytes per second. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's how it started. So I was really, really good at searching things, and it helped me a lot. That ability to search things translated when I got into Bangalore in my institution, becoming a 3D game artist. At that time, I had to look into tutorials. A lot of learnings I have to do, and it helped me a lot. And specifically, one incident where it showcases like the difference between people who can do the searching versus who cannot. I was really into rigging, geometry rigging. You have to rig it in order to animate it. So in rigging, they had a module where it's like, okay, you can select and rigging. Cool, awesome. I was excited. I was like, I'm waiting for this. I've been born for this. I started doing it. They complained it. Like literally, I'm not joking. Like all my other colleagues, not colleagues, is to my co-students, they complained to the teacher. It's like he's showing off, and I'm like, you gave us the assignment. I talked to the teacher. It's like, you gave me this assignment. I completed the assignment. What the hell do you mean about show off? It's like if other people are not putting in the work or not doing the effort, why the heck it's my fault? And again, to be fair, I talked to the teachers after like all the thing, after my job and all that. And he said like, yeah, we wanted to teach so many things. So he showed me like he had a very awesome facial rig and all that ready. It's just that nobody was interested, same as me. So I'm very good at searching. Like I can find things if it's there and reasonably findable, but I will find it. Like I'm good. And that skill translated into my job, where I helped me to find references. That translated into 7 years ago when I started this YouTube channel. So this is about me, so you can understand what kind of world I grew in. I never had to worry about internet taking over. I did not have to worry about a smartphone taking over. It did not exist. I did not have to worry about brain rot, simply because we had amazing brain food. So awesome starting point. So let's understand the most priceless asset a child has: curiosity. And again, to quote an amazing word of Einstein, I have no special talent, I am only passionately curious. And here's the deal: curiosity is the most powerful engine you have. Like, for example, if I'm searching for some random thing, like let's just say CT scanner, when I'm making a video on that, I have curiosity about it. I'm not just doing it because, oh, I have to make a video so I can make a living. No, I'm curious about it. What does that mean? That simply means many people are like, oh, it's just a slip ring that transfer. No, I will tell you, like, bro, it can only dump 1000 volt. X-ray requires more than that. So there is a high voltage amplifier in the spinning part, rotor. And again, you can't transmit data using slip ring. That's not how it works. You have capacitive coupling or optical coupling. So again, how the heck I went into that? Because I was curious. Same goes with all my videos. And the most disappointing part, again, I have not seen that much in my English channel, but seen a lot in Hindi channel. It was like, when I started, it's like, can you give us the PPT of this? I need to show this. And I'm like, first of all, you are very lazy. Second, you are not curious, because if you can see the TV, you know this is not PPT. And there is a giant logo that shows what it is. You can read it. So nobody did that. It's like a PPT. It's like, it's not PPT. It's not PPT. You can see it. It's written here on it. Read it. It's not PPT. It's like that bother. And it's like, everyone's like, how do you research on internet? I'm like, I do not have quantum internet and Nvidia internet or NASA internet. I have the same internet, but I have the curiosity engine that drives me. Because of that, I can get everything done. It's like, if I want to learn it, like, I'm not joking, like I recently made a video about a hip, and it took me a lot of time. It's like, how the heck you're creating gas pressure of like freaking 2000 bars? Oh, hydraulic compressor. Electric does not go that high. So it takes time, but again, I want to know, I will know. So everything starts from that point. You have to seek. And this is one thing that I have to say, I'm been very privileged. I used to have very good teachers who were like, who actually encouraged me. Like if I was curious, I was asking things, they actually answered it. So I was very lucky in that regard. And curiosity allowed me to have this luxury where this, like, it drives the understanding. It's like, what the hell is happening? So now for me, it's very difficult for someone to troll me. Not impossible, but they have to put some effort into it. So for example, if you are not a curious person, it's super easy to come to you and it's like, hey, there is this magnetocaloric refrigeration that's going to be like hulululu. It's going to be like awesome, solid state. And if you're a curious person, it's like, wait a minute, why the heck all animations have giant movement? If you're calling it a solid state, why the heck they have so many pipes, plumbing and valves, and sometimes like literally things moving back and forth, or like gas cylinders moving by? Why? So that's the whole thing. Curiosity gives you that, nothing else. Like if you are not curious, you can't see the world. The world is blind to you. If you are like, oh, my parents took me out of the bed and they threw me into school and I came back to school. Like if that's your life, yeah, I'm sorry. That's like, no, that's really bad. You have to have curiosity. Only then you will search. Only then you will develop understanding. Everything starts from curiosity. If curiosity muscle is compromised, yet fundamentally, and children and students, because they are directly dumping into ChatGPT unadulterated, as in like they should not use those sort of tools. They should develop their muscles first. It's like giving someone car, basically mind controlled car before they learned how to walk. That's what we are doing with ChatGPTs and all that. So fundamentally, they are developing like bots and NPCs. Like, what is the answer? Is like, why aren't you curious? And if you are not curious, nothing else afterwards happen. Like, curiosity is the engine. It has to be there. Everything else follows. You do not have curiosity. It's like, oh, a teacher gave you a question. Let me think about it. Let me be curious about it. Nah, let me create it. That's really bad. So fundamentally, and you have to understand, internet has almost everything. Now, let's be fair, 99% of it is just corn, but I know more than you. So trust me, 1% is still useful information. So you can find whatever you're looking for 99% of the time, and it will not even take one whole day. I used to look into some really bizarre things, but like even those sort of things will only take one day. Like, how the heck do you do firmware flashing on a freaking optical drive so you can use 4K Blu-ray? I did that. So trust me, it's like if you are curious, you will find it. And that's the whole thing. If you have that curiosity, you can seek information, and more importantly, you can filter. Because now I've done that. Now if you say, oh, you can just buy it, I'm like, nah, that's not how it works. There is a step missing. My curiosity led me to that. So filtering is very important. And again, right now, ChatGPT, when it hallucinates with me, I'm like, bruh, I got you. It's like, again, because I'm curious. And again, used to read encyclopedia, like physical printed encyclopedia books, we used to call them. Wikipedia, heck, I donated to Wikipedia. So curiosity is a very critical engine, and atrophying children's curiosity engine, it's unwise, and it's like converting them into bots. They won't even know that they are getting converted into bots because they are not thinking. Now we come to the primary muscle after that engine is compromised, which is critical thinking. And why it is such a big deal is simply because studying, when you are doing that, like when you say, I'm studying, what does that mean? That simply means somebody else is taking care of your living expenses, like your parents. Like you do not have, right now, I'm an adult. I have to worry about how I'm filing my taxes, how I'm basically paying my insurance, health insurance, how I'm paying for my internet, which is expensive. And like, all those things I have to worry about. When I'm a student, when I was in Bangalore, I did not have to worry about it. I was like, my father is taking care of it, and I have teachers to teach me. The end. There is nothing more than that. So that is the most perfect time where you can, your job basically at that point in time, from let's say age 15 to 25, it's learn, develop, and grow. There is nothing more than that. It's like at that point in time, the only thing expected of you is to learn as much as possible, grow as much as possible. Nobody else is expecting anything other than that. So fundamentally, now people who have no brain will say calculator is the same thing. No, calculator does not think for you. For example, if I write a wrong number in calculator and calculate, the answer will be wrong. Here's the deal. I am very bad at spelling. I write a wrong thing in ChatGPT figures out what the hell. That's the thing. That's why ChatGPT is so dangerous for children. Children are not learning that they are typing wrong thing. They are like, oh, blah, 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 blah. So AI corrects for you. That's the biggest problem. AI filters for you. That removes your critical thinking. It pleases you. It's basically, you type is like, oh, exam result is this, like, tada, tada. It just tudders you, everything. That's not same as calculator. Any Tom, Dick, and Harry who is stupid enough to calculate, like, oh, calculator and ChatGPT are the same thing. My man, you really need to get your brain scan. Get a good CT scan of your brain. Like genuinely. If somebody has to tell you something that was built in 1970 versus something that only can be touched now, is they are the same thing. It's like, oh, 1 megabyte per second is the same as 1 gigabyte per second. It's like, bruh. It corrects for you, it filters for you, and it designs to please you. Those things are harmful for children because they're only time where they have the luxury of just learning. They're not learning. They're like, ChatGPT can do it for me. So fundamentally, and why is such a compounded? Oh, they will grow up. No, they won't. That's the issue. Because again, when you're talking about critical thinking, generally has certain pillars. The pillar is clarify what the hell you're thinking. Like you have to crunch the information. Like You have to think through it. Then you have to question what the hell am I asking. And this is why whenever I do live stream, it's like I always say, do not just say the first thing that comes to your mind. Crunch it. Trust me, 90% of the time, half of your problem will be solved. Question that, just that is like, crunch it. It's necessary. Then identify what the hell is going on. Analysis. You have all the information, all the tool in the world, and then evaluate what the hell is going on, and then you will have the answer that you need to create. It's like this muscle is far more complex than curiosity. But curiosity, if that is compromised, this will never happen. If that is there and you are starting to, like, let's say you are in your late teenage years and then you get into this, you'll be like, yeah, ChatGPT will literally not allow you to develop these things, which again, you're supposed to develop when you are 14, 15 years old. So fundamentally, and that's why any Tom, Dick and Harry is saying, like, oh, it's the same as a, like, calculator. Find any calculator where you can type a numerical error and it gives you a correct answer. ChatGPT will. So that's the core difference. Do not compare those two things. It's like one is a tool, another is a brain, rudimentary brain, but a brain. So fundamentally, and mind needs exercise same as muscles. Like this part you have to understand. If children are there in a maker space, they are actually doing things. They are actually developing, actually growing. It's like, hey, I have hands. It does things. Hey, I have this question. I have this curiosity. Then only they can grow. If you stunt them in that phase, they will go into adulthood without developing the tools they need to do. It's like, again, think in this way. You literally have a child and you just neural implanted them and they can do everything with robots. They will never grow. They will never learn to walk even. So that's the whole thing. It's like a Wall-E situation. That's why children have to be completely isolated from AI or under very strict supervision, because if this is not developed, it can't be developed when you are already older. Why? Because you will not have what we call a time to learn again, because you will have pain to deal with. Like when I was in institute, I was free of pain. I did not have to worry about my health insurance. I did not have to worry about anything, practically speaking. I was free of pain. Now I'm like, hey, I have slip disc, I have court case, I have this health insurance I have to pay, I have internet, expensive internet I have to, oh, petrol, ooh, that puppy is expensive, I have to pay for petrol, all that. I will not have the luxury. It's just like, okay, I'm sitting, I'm just learning. Like that learning time where I was just learning rigging. I never had to worry about anything. Now, if I have to do, it's like, hey, can I make a video out of it? Can I try to make some earnings out of it? It's like, it's different. So if you are not utilizing this time, you have a very atrophied muscle. When you're in adulthood, that atrophied muscle growing again is almost zero. Like, could happen, but like, good luck with that. So that's why it's a very critical failure. It's like children need this muscle, and if they go into adulthood without this muscle, it's bad, exponentially bad. And again, their suffering would be worse. So it would be even harder for them to learn. Like if you have an okayish muscle, you grow it, awesome. If you have no muscle, then growing it is like, ooh, God help you. So what are the catalysts that made this so worse? Well, this thing, basically. World recently is rewarding too many stupid behaviors. Basically, Elon Musk had some good idea. Awesome. GG. Really awesome. He also had some bad ideas. And nobody has stopped him. That's the scary part to me. It's like, you had awesome ideas. You're like, people are like, yay, money, go, awesome, GG. And it's like, what if we drill under the earth? And what if we move people through it? And nobody was like, bruh, that's just metro. You're just designing metro with extra steps, inferior product. And again, you moved less people in your brain damage idea than most metro do in 1 hour. It's like, it's cheaper. It's like, there is a reason why metro is expensive, because it moves millions of people. And again, people burn money. It's like, oh, rocket engine technology. It's like, bro, I know what is the model of that tunnel boring machine. It's available. You can rent it. It's not like rocket science. SpaceX is using Hululu and brain damage. It's like, bro, it's a tunnel boring machine used for sewage treatment. It's a sewage tunnel. It's like, again, and that's like, I'm being a bit facetious, so to say. But again, imagine being a girl and you are seeing a girl doctor struggling to pay rent, and then you are seeing OnlyFans. That's like, that's horrifying. And if you are seeing this guy, I have no idea why he has money, but it's horrifying. I have seen teachers, I have seen people who are so good. Like, I'm not joking. Like, let's knock on wood. There is a literal good chance that 2 people I know, one of them could win Nobel Prize. Not even joking. And they do not have this kind of money. So right now, this creates a bitterness. So fundamentally, competency is no longer being rewarded, meaning we no longer look up to professors, we look up to Andrew Tate. So that creates a very serious, real bitterness. And especially when you are in young, hornium teenage years, that's really bad. And again, that like blackpilling and all that happens. So what does it teach to children right now? It teaches them sweet talker would be more richer than like, actually competent person. It's like, hey, can you actually code anything? Nah. I can just ChatGPT. It's like, somebody has to build it still. So fundamentally, sweet talkers have gone on this attitude where it's like, so education, competence, qualifications does not matter much. So that created a very serious scenario where it's like, hard worker and skill set are making less money compared to someone who's just like, sweet. So that creates a very serious challenge. However, let that be very clear. Should that affect you? No. Why not? Well, you will never get the time and environment. Even if you are not like swimming in dough, as they say, you still are in a scenario where you have the luxury of learning. You have that luxury. Utilize it. So fundamentally, that time and environment, you will never get back. You will never have the scenario where it's just like, just chill, just learn, and just grow. And here's the deal. Once you learn, once you start to grow, making basically swiping your money away becomes harder. Like, again, let that be clear. It's not that it can't be done. It's not that somebody cannot fool me. It's just that they have to put some effort into it. They can't just like, lol. Like, it's like, bruh. So, they can't just like NFT. I'm like, bruh, nah. So, fundamentally, that's the whole point. That's why you need that critical thinking skill. That's why you need to develop those things so you can actually utilize it. And fundamentally, this is the most important part. Atrophied mind will only make you suffer. Meaning, if you do not have brain, you will suffer. Like, you will go from back pill to actually suffering, even though you are in a good time in human timeline. So you have to have a mind that can learn, adapt, grow, critically think. And again, here's the funny thing. Even if you're not swimming in money, you will be okay. And if you have the money, you are actually utilizing your brain, you will go to bed tired. You will sleep comfortably. You would not require a giant cocktail of stuff to put in your mind in order to knock you out. So trust me, you will sleep. Like, people are like, oh, we have insomnia. No, your brain is not working as expected. Your brain wants to be like fully utilized, and then when you want to lie down, it's like kaput. You just get kaput. Like, think about it. Like, soldiers do not have to worry about insomnia unless they have like very severe PTSD. Like, they lie down there like, done, lights out, my man. Like, done. It's like, more you exhaust yourself during the daytime, the comfortable your night sleep would be. Trust me, atrophied mind, like going from like this to this, is not good. It's not healthy for you. It's not comfortable for you. It will only increase your suffering. So the more you utilize this thing, the better you can use AI. Again, for adult, that is. But again, if you are a child, that is like you're digging your own grave. Like, people say, college is one of those weird periods where you are paying and you are working very ass off to just learn as little as possible. It's like, you have to get that. Like, trust me, I understand the bitterness better than most of you, but you have to let it go. It's like the same reason I started studying books. It's like, it's not magical thing, but the slow down to actually force my brain to like, hey, develop critical skill, read words, crunch the idea, process it, figure out what the hell it's saying. And again, I think I'm on my 7th book, and it has improved my life drastically. Okay, better this is, the wiser you will be able to compensate, handle what life throws at you. You will suffer, but let that be very clear. Being stupid will expose you to suffering that you cannot handle. So again, do not let your muscles, aka this puppy, turn into this. Never let your mind atrophy. And children who are getting influenced by this, may God rest your soul. So this was my presentation on basically what the hell is going on. And this is scary, this is dark, and again, children being exposed to it is like, woo, not good. So hopefully you have liked it, learned from it. In that case, please click the like button, share it amongst your friends. That will help me a lot. If you didn't like it, didn't enjoy it, I urge you to press dislike, press it twice to show me disappointment. Please leave a comment because I do try to reply to all of them. Subscribe, press the bell icon if you're free, and as always, thanks for watching.